Somebody do go check to see if we have audio once it is up. It takes so long to get up in the late afternoons, I found. In the mornings, it's just straight there, but not in the afternoons, it seems.
Oh, it's up on YouTube.
Nice, nice. I think it's up on Twitch now. Oh, what was that, Gordon?
Muttering to myself that I think I'm going back to A minor.
Ah. Gordon's only playing some music in the background, probably, because he can. Move him down a little bit. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Jumpchain Heroes, or Vigilantes, as we also label it, because we can. So last episode, y'all met, All Might. Yeah, I keep trying to change his name a little bit. If I remember correctly, you guys also interacted with Risa, Shin, and Taki last episode as well. I think. My episodes are kind of weird in my brain at the moment, so I believe y'all did that last episode, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys also interacted with Dollhouse some episodes prior as well. He's not here in this thing for whatever reason. There was a slip of paper that was on this, which I shall mark with a white dot here. There you go. That's just a stack of papers right there. And basically it was whoever wants to be a part of the festival, Corn, what's his actual name? I keep calling it the festival.
The UA Sports Festival?
Yeah, the sports festival, which is in a couple of months, so if you guys want to get there and then potentially not only grow your own reputations, but also your reputations in Mugen, you'll be able to apply for that, be able to get personalized training on top of your regular activities, as well as be able to go there and actually participate inside the festival itself. A lot of you guys did, including Risa, Shin, Mr. Torque, and obviously Akia and Sophia.
Did Taiki too?
Taiki, I don't believe did, no. He decided to opt out of it for now, simply because his powers don't quite fit in there. At least I believe that's what I was going to go with. I'm not entirely sure. We're going to leave that open for now, as I don't quite remember what I had in mind for the future. But we're going to leave Taki kind of open for right now. The couple of the other ones did too. I believe Monkey Boy did as well. But he kind of did a little bit more discreetly, I suppose. While everybody else was kind of like rushing to do it and like interacting and whatnot, he seemed to have just kind of placed down a paper and then walked away. And basically, the principal, who I can never remember the name of for some ungodly reason.
Iku?
What?
Was it Iku?
No, Dokua. Iku was the other one. Yeah, there we go. But Dokua mentioned that All Might would be watching over for the next couple of days, looking at the regimen, I suppose, helping out where he can if possible. And if you guys had any specific questions, feel free to ask him, as he is the teacher, obviously. Yeah, so the day kind of passes at this point. What the hell? Oh, is that Yuki's car in the background? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so the day kind of passes like that. Everybody's kind of bundled talking about the sports festival, talking about their own powers, how it could work against other people. It's technically a team building thing in the actual sports itself. So they're talking about, who would be on which teams if they can. There's a couple of things that happen, like there's, the jousting sometimes, the 3-man teams that are sometimes in there. They tend to switch around a lot of the festivities a lot, but there are a couple that is generally the same. So it's a large bundle of people talking about a bunch of things. Would anybody like to go up to All Might himself and ask him any specific questions, or?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just
Mr.
gonna stick around Mitoria and talk with him.
Okay. He seems to be doing pretty well, honestly. For the most part, you guys just kind of catch up. You know, it's been quite a while since you've talked to Midoriya for a while. He has beefed up, would be the phrase, quite a bit in the last month or two, especially
I was showing him my beefed up notebook.
dude. He starts like salivating over it. Like y'all like matching notes and shit, like just constant notes between the two of you and stuff. Sophia, I assume that you're just watching this with entertainment.
Yeah, pretty much. Leave them be.
Mr. Torque, you're kind of over here, semi on your own. People are just talking around you. Rogue's not there today because he's on the villains on this specific day. What would you like to do? Yeah, he just kind of disappeared. He woke up in the middle of the night by a phone call, and then later that morning he told you he was going out and he would be returning at some point. And yeah, you don't really know what's going on there. So you're just kind of on your own, basically, at the moment. There are just gaggles of people around you. All Might is talking with Tanya and Doku at the moment, up at the front. Stack of papers, of course.
Poor guy's just gonna sit there twiddling with one of his grenades.
Mr. Sticky!
No.
He's just thinking like, boring, and more boring.
It's a very boring time. People seem to be enjoying themselves, though. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Trying to stretch her out. There we go. Yeah, people seem to be enjoying themselves, laughing, talking around you, and you're just kind of in the middle without being there, you know?
Yeah, he knows that his impression on people is kind of off-putting to some, so he's just like,
Pulls out grenade. Off-putting, you say?
He doesn't know about the grenade thing.
Yeah. But okay, so
introduce Mr. Torque to Deku.
you're more than welcome to. He's literally just sitting on his own, slightly away from the rest of the crowd. Risa, Taki, and Shion are talking amongst themselves as they opt to do. And he's kind of past them. You notice him being
over to...
awkward.
I'm forcing him to be social.
Okay. Let's see.
Bruh.
So they're probably gonna move over to you guys to interact with these buddy boos here. And you guys can just kind of shuffle over a ways. There we go.
I'll probably stick it. Yeah, I'm still sitting here.
Yeah.
You're not moving.
Yeah.
You just kind of watch them slowly shuffle to the side, couple chairs down. Well, you see Aki attempting to shuffle down the chairs. Deku is pulling the book along with him and writing to an obscene degree as he's just ranting about everything and anything you can possibly imagine. Just an onslaught of words flowing out of his face hole as they move down the ways. Mr. Torque, you do notice them, but, you know, they're talking.
He's under the impression that like, nope, we're not.
I'm gonna
talking that way.
turn
He's like,
to
familiar
Torque's page
feeling
in my
right here.
book and point out Torque to Deku.
Deku's don't look at the page of Torque, then look at Mr. Torque, then look at the page. Oh, okay, so he works with bombs. What kind of bombs do you work with? He looks at Mr. Torque. Do you work like explosion ones, fire ones, thunder ones? Have you tried implementing other techniques into them? For example, excessive wind.
I'm sorry, what? I wasn't listening.
Deku like looks back at the book. Okay, so you have a fire one, I think, and then you have a sorry, Dakia, your handwriting is awkward. You notice that there are several smudges on this page. There shouldn't be any smudges on this page, but there's a lot of smudges on this page.
Why is there a lot of smudges on this page?
You assume it's because that's the page you were using when you were attempting to write about Mr. Torg after waking up, covered in blood.
Ah,
So now it just looks like
alright.
dried ink instead of blood.
I'll rewrite that page later. I kind of was trying to write it down while I was covered in blood. Didn't work very well.
He looks over at you in concern, you would say.
He has a new one called Mr. Sticky, and I don't want to know what it does.
Deku immediately
We could
looks
test
at
that
Mr.
later
Torg.
today.
God.
Sophina gives you a dull look.
Oh, don't worry, we can include your girlfriend too.
Oh, fuck you.
Deku's don't look at you slightly awkwardly and then look at Sophie as Mr. Torg says that.
Yeah, aren't they cute together? As he puts the arm around him.
You move across the table just like, aren't they cute together?
Wait, is he doing that with the cat girl in Deku, or?
Oh yeah, the cat girl is kind of over here. I still don't know where my picture of her went, which kind of
Wait, there's a
irritates
cat
me
girl?
slightly. Yeah, there's a cat girl.
Oh,
There's a cat girl.
You actually have no idea who she is. You have never met her before.
where is she?
She's like right behind
Why?
Deku. From me as file. I sent it to Yuki at some point in the far past, but now I gotta go through all of our pictures that we have sent between each
Sophia
other
being
to
like,
find the damn
bruh,
thing.
why are you still carrying that?
Just bruh face.
Bro.
Bruh.
Yeah, the cat girl's kind of
Apparently he also
spinning
has
a
a
stick.
glitter bomb.
Hmm?
Apparently he has a glitter bomb.
Ooh, is that like a bomb that explodes in glitter and distract your enemies?
Yes.
I don't know, ask him.
How often do you use it? What kind of power potential does it have? Do you use gunpowder with it?
I like this. I like your thinking, but it's mostly glitter. It's for parties.
How's it explode?
Here, I'll show you. Unpin it.
Oh no,
Oh my god. He immediately pulls out his
Now, something that I used to do this is something I used to do in Villains Jumpchain. I pick random.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm hiding underneath the table.
She
I'm
immediately
hiding behind Deku.
all you see all my and
Should I roll a sense
Doku.
roll on Tanya
Huh?
to see if she notices? Should I roll a sense roll on Tanya to see if she notices the fact that he just unpinned a grenade at the table?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start doing that thing where it hides the modifier, so that when we get into the tournaments and y'all are fighting cool things, it should.
Wait,
Hey guys,
I
guess
just
what modifier didn't get
crystallized
hidden?
You need a space there.
Just
Oh,
space.
who's that?
Where,
Where's
where's
the
the
robot?
space?
So it should be 2 straight space 1d20 plus modifier space
2 space.
2 straight. But you actually need 2 hold on, why is it not?
What are you trying to do?
Inline rolls.
Yeah, so should look like or not. Oh, sorry, it's not those. It's brackets.
Oh, okay.
And you need 4 of them on each side.
can I just crystallize it so it doesn't explode?
Well, you don't know what it's gonna do.
I think Tanya was able
There
to
you go.
tell.
Yeah. So he pulls out his bomb
Now
and
nobody will ever be able to tell that her bonus is a +6.
I know, shocking, right? And All Might also
Just-
looks over there with, you would say curiosity on his face. As the cat girl is currently twiddling her stick, and by that I mean spinning it excessively rapidly. Just kind of staring at you.
I'm
Phil-
gonna roll bombs then.
Yep.
Is it clear to Tanya that the bomb is not going to explode?
Depends on what he
Oh, it's gonna
rolls.
explode. It's just what
Which
type of bomb that I pulled.
Yeah, roll your bombs. See if we can figure out
It will be a
A
number
4.
4.
a frag
frag
grenade.
grenade.
Oh no!
Oh
A
god!
nat 20 frag grenade. It's a good thing that. Whew, okay, well. Nat 20 frag grenade, so technically that would deal 12 damage to everyone to 2 enemies.
Jesus
So,
Christ!
Would I get double damage outside of my beast form or no?
Dude, I'm the one holding it.
No, it's not fire.
Yeah. Okay.
so,
Possible.
George,
Oh, it
so
only hits 2
Tanya's
people.
going to
but yeah.
invoke. Tanya's going to invoke Hecate because that's a
Mhm.
fragmentation grenade.
Oh wait, I forgot to put Mr. Sticky in here.
Screaming.
Well, roll me
My
a
arms are
1d11
red.
real quick.
Well, does Hecate prevent the detonation?
100%, yeah.
Cool.
It just kind of.
No grenades at the food tables, please.
I was gonna show the poor guy glitter.
Then take it to the gym.
All right,
I don't wanna be
I'll show
eating-
you next
I don't
time,
wanna
buddy.
I don't want to be plucking glitter out of my teeth for the next 6 weeks.
Hey, he'll look better on you.
That's if you can even get it all out.
Oh my god. He'll look better on you.
She's gonna let that slide.
Such a
This
bad
time.
sentence. The,
But you
What
see,
about,
buddy, that's
Oh what? Go ahead.
yeah.
Mhm.
But you see, buddy, that's the magic of grenades. Well, kinda. You didn't actually get to see the magic, but you know.
Deku like looks at you like an inquisitive look. Were you able to tell which of your grenades you were able to pull out simply by the touch of them? How long have you been using your grenades? Or do you know that was the glitter grenade? If so, how do you know a glitter grenade? All your grenades seem to look the same. Is it by touch? Do you have them in a very specific order? Which order do you have them in? Do you have them alphabetized? Do you have them numbered?
Sophia like looks at Deku with this strange like really bro look as she looks from underneath the table.
Just like hurting against the God, what is it called? Like the stool things. Like what? That's what you're thinking of?
See, no, Deku, though, if you really
Of
want to
course you
mess
know
with
my
him,
babies. This is Mr. He checks the tag on it. Ow, this was Mr. Frag. Oh, okay.
He looks at you
Where
with
is
a
Mr.
very concerned look before he looks at you. Did he just pull out a frag grenade?
yeah,
Now,
but if you
where's the
really want to
glitter
mess
one?
with him, you want to see something really funny.
Doesn't involve
If you
another
turn into
frag
a
grenade?
bat right now.
No,
No.
no, I'm gonna crystallize his grenades.
Oh no.
That made him mad last time.
Instant?
Which grenade do you crystallize?
So I'm not gonna do what I did last time where it went inside the grenade. I'm just gonna put a shell around all of them.
As you look down, feeling a slight heaviness, Mr. Torque, you see all of your grenades now have a lovely crystal sheen to them.
Something tells me they're a bit too young to have protection. Akia, come on, they're babies. They shouldn't be having protection.
Got you the shade from all those
That is such a
villains.
that's a horrible joke. That's so bad.
Nice.
This is so bad.
This does put protection for everybody else, though. You know what? Let's test it.
Oh my god.
No.
You can't even pull it in because it's encased in crystal.
Now, you uncrystallize it first. I unpin it. You crystallize over it, and we'll see which one blows.
Tanya's gonna shout out.
No.
I don't believe I stuttered about the grenades at the table.
What did you say?
Deku's like, I don't think we should be playing with live grenades. How about we use those for the villains? Like do any of all your grenades have tags on them, right? Or do they just look the same, basically?
Oh, they're all individually unique. The only problem is the tags just fall off. And I just grab whatever is closest. So
Wow. What a system. She
I
said.
know. It's brilliant. Here, you
Deku
want to try
looks
one?
at
Here,
Sophie. Oh god. He immediately grabs out the air. Immediately hands to Dakia. You probably have more experience with this than I do.
I just form a larger crystal barrier around it and hand it back.
He looks at
Tries to bite
Sophia.
it.
You know, I think you might have the right idea.
We can't
Ow.
fight through crystal.
You just see him start chewing on it like it's a corn on the cob. What, why is there... What did...
Ah. This tastes disgusting.
What's with Mr. Pro?
You know what? Let's test something. Pull out shotgun to shoot it.
Oh my god!
My
Can I catch
calculations
the
are correct.
barrel?
If it pierces through the crystal, it will blow up the grenade. If it's
You concern me so deeply. Alright, y'all have some interesting antics for the next little while before obviously class happens. And then the day kind of passes more or less. Yeah, so class happens, day passes. I believe Akia, you can go and meet Tanya for this. Sophia,
I'm on my own.
I'm gonna hang out with Sophia.
You're gonna come to me to the fucking Grand Desert?
So
Grand
wait, you
Canyon?
don't forget to know you better.
Throw his bombs there and not worry about killing anyone.
I mean,
I haven't
on.
really told anybody about my, special abilities.
yeah, top four. She's just
you know what? I haven't told anyone about my special abilities yet, so we're in the same boat.
So,
I mean,
so as you guys finish up class and start to head off for the day and whatnot, you guys see a very familiar face.
Oh no.
Yeah, she looks noticeably less pissed than she did.
Fucking
Several
hides
days
under
ago.
the table.
I know, right? She's noticeably less pissed than she was last time you guys saw her. Probably because her sister is actually doing fairly well
Wow,
at
she
the
comes
moment.
after me. I'm throwing Deku at her.
Yeah, but yeah, so the ends, you guys got some instruction from him, so, and she comes over and she's like, "Hello, Mr. Torque.
I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?"
Exactly. Now, yes?
Right. So she pulls out the paper that you put on the table several hours prior. You signed up to be part of the UA Sports Festival, correct?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mr. Dollhouse Teach, whatever his name is, said I'm pretty good at the, athletic and sporty kind of thing, so why not? It sounds like fun.
Well, for all the people who are going to be participating in the festival, they need some special training to make it so that they're on par with the UA's festival. Therefore, we're going to train personally, you and I, because we still don't know your quirk.
You're screwed.
She looks
the teacher.
concerned at your reaction.
Like in white eyes drooling.
I think
look-
at this point,
Huh?
I think at this point, wouldn't the teacher just straight up say, you're not exactly my type? Or something like that?
Yeah, she just kind of looks at you and she's like, you know I don't like children, right? Or males in general.
Children and males.
Do you think I care? I mean, a few weeks back, a few months back, I made out with a lesbian. She was a mosquito lady.
Oh, God. She's not lesbian.
She was into the girls that I was with.
Yeah, she's heavily bisexual. Anyways, so we're gonna bring you to.
You know.
Let's
Wait,
just.
how would you know?
I
Just drew
Because you-
Yates in front of her. No.
I've had many interactions with her. Anyways, let's go talk to.
Interaction, you say.
I want to try and analyze her face, see if there's any hint.
Feel free to roll sense for me.
Come on, Mr. Torque. You may not be able to get
Nat
ladies, but
one.
you can definitely tell. Wait, what was it? Sense? There you
Yeah.
go. Come on.
You can tell that she most definitely knows this person on a very personal basis.
Is her face flushed or something?
No, she has a look of extreme irritation reserved only for those that you know very well.
Oh, so you do know her. Do you mean to you should tell me.
She
we're
reaches
gonna be
her
training
hand
together.
behind your neck, grabs your shirt, and lifts you up before turning around and start to walk towards you.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
She's not even bothering
Not
to
again.
continue. She just essentially lifts you
Mark,
up and
good
starts
luck.
walking.
Okay.
Slightly weird.
Can you be gentle this time?
she
What?
she looks at you and then looks forwards again. Where you're going, gentle is not the word you should be using.
Normally I'd be aroused by that, but that scares me to God knows how. Wherever.
Use protection.
Oi, put protection over me! Quick!
I take all of my crystal away from his bombs.
That's not what I meant!
Oh, okay. So,
Wait. Before he leaves, I make a chastity belt.
oh god.
Really? You're gonna give him a diaper?
Yeah.
She pauses for a moment as his weight increases slightly, and she looks at it. She's just like, alright. Just keeps walking.
Well, this is my life now.
You're a good foot off the ground, by the way. Just so you're aware. Anyways, so she walks over to Iku, as he kind of looks at the two of you, and he's like, what'd he do?
To be fair, I didn't do anything yet.
Well, this is true, shockingly, aside from the bombs earlier. Iku, I wanted to know if you could, she puts him down, understand his quirk, or tell us what could be, or any knowledge would be useful, you know?
He fucking looks at me and Torque is just trying to get out of this fucking diaper. Get the fuck off me!
Roll me strength real quick.
Man,
I mean,
where's strength? There it is.
You're wiggling it. Spy it.
Man, I watched the Porky Boy smash his head through this thing before.
You
Smart
punch it,
choices.
and your hand hurts a lot.
I'm gonna use Mr. Shoddy. Hopefully it doesn't go off because the safety's
Jesus
off.
Christ. You just pull out your shotgun, you just start bashing it against your thigh, effectively.
Yes.
He looks at you with deep concern before he just kind of reaches out his arm towards you before putting it on your shoulder. You
Rape.
momentarily stop your crystal smashing, as it were, as you and him both feel an incredible jolt, one that causes him to actually go stumble back slightly, and he puts his hands. Ugh, second time? Really? Ugh. What is wrong with you people? Ugh, just like the Vigilante. God. Ugh.
Ooh, Vigilante. You know, that's something I should consider as well.
She looks at you with slight concern as her grip tightens on your shirt, but she doesn't say anything.
Ow, ow, ow! Not so hard.
God.
Vigilantism is frowned upon by the faculty of this establishment. Please remember that when you choose to take on a future career.
Why is it frowned upon, exactly?
Because it's illegal.
How is it illegal?
Because the law says that you're not supposed to do that.
And what does the law include that vigilantism doesn't work?
I haven't read very many of the bylaws, but I think it has to do with collateral damage, individual endangerments, and a lack of accountability.
That's not very helpful.
Don't
I
kick
mean-
people's
What's the
teeth
point?
in unless you have a license.
It could just kind of shakes his head slightly as he looks at you. Oh, now I have a headache. I have to sleep off. Yeah, he has a lightning quirk.
I do?
He looks at you with slight confusion. How do you not know that? Okay, last time I did this, the person didn't have a quirk, so I understood that. You have a quirk.
Since when?
He might have never used it.
No, that's true. Does anybody have a lightning quirk they can use? Anything that generates electricity?
I think there's a cat girl.
She raises her hand up. I can use lightning! It's fun.
Oh, it's a cute girl.
She immediately runs over as Iku looks at some papers on his desk, I guess. Saitama. Multiple quirk user. Interesting.
Saitama? Oh, fuck.
That's what I heard too.
This,
Oh,
this
shit.
guy
We're all
Oh, fuck.
Mitama?
He finally got that wig, huh? But
Something
he
like
just
that.
went all the way with cosplay.
Jeez.
Say Mitama.
Yeah, Mitama.
Oh,
sick.
that's very different than Saitama.
Oh, shit.
Saitama.
Scared for a second.
Anyways,
nothing-
she
nothing
starts
to
to
jump.
kind of generate some electricity around her. He's like, feel free to just zap him. Go with a small volt at the moment, shall we?
Shouldn't
Isn't
we
that
be
gonna
doing this in a
kill?
more controlled environment?
This is a controlled environment.
This is not. You know what? You pay my. You sign my checks. Go ahead. Definitely, this will totally look fine in front of the visiting teacher from another school.
Can you at least destroy the crystal barrier, please, before you do anything?
He looks
In
over
front of your
at
crotch?
Akia. Miss, if you could take away your quartz for the moment, we want to have a proper test.
Fine. There goes my fun for the day.
All Might kind of folds his arms and looks. This is an interesting test. What exactly are you testing for? And Iku explains, judging from his quirk and how I was able to see it, he can basically absorb energy to a degree. A small amount of electricity, like from Miss Sai here, should be able to be easily contained by his body and then directed through him to however he wishes. Should be a very simple matter of absorption and then redirection or containment, depending on how he wishes to have it. He looks at, I don't actually know her name. Hold on. What's the name of octopus lady? Hold on. Where is my token for her? Hold on. Why do I not? How do I have her token, but I don't have her token? I'm
That makes sense.
what? It should be here. Oh, here is Akari. Could you put him down? She does show. She steps backwards, shrinking down slightly to a about her normal height. He gestures for Sai to do it, and she just starts spinning her stick while staring at you. Hi, my name's Sai. How are you? How are you doing today? I'm doing very good. Are you happy? I'm happy. What's up?
Very happy. I don't really have much friends here, but it's my fierce.
I'm just gonna do a Sashar 1D. We'll do a 1D4. See how much energy flows. Pretty large amount of energy flows, actually. More than
Sparky.
yeah, more than easily contained by you. But the energy kind of sparks for a second, but is directed through her stick directly into your body. It feels like you're charging up a battery.
You torque. Yeah, you see Mr. Torque kind of like, you know how people spaz when they're getting electrocuted?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
He's screaming of what people can think of either in pain or pleasure or you don't know. Until he falls
Unpleasant.
until he falls to the ground.
You have no noticeable traces of any burns or anything on your body. In fact, it doesn't even look like you got hit by lightning. Than the electricity flowing over your body at the moment, kind of sparking through your hair, as Iku looks confused. All Might looks slightly concerned, and the cat girl is bouncing and looking at you like, "Are you hurt? Are you hurt? You don't seem to be hurt. Are you hurt? Are you okay? What's going on? What's up?"
They all see as his eyes open a little bolt of lightning, kind of like they can see like a bolt of lightning in the eyes as he slowly gets up. And y'all can see his manner has changed a little bit as he looks at his hands.
Ooh.
Well, this is interesting.
Concern.
I don't like that laugh.
Cat
He gets up,
starts
adjusts
bouncing.
himself in his tie. I must say, that was painful.
Iku looks at you with confusion on his face. Judging from what I understood of your quirk, that shouldn't have been painful.
Not for me, for the other guy.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you do notice that at that exact moment, Akari immediately tenses up and starts to move herself slightly between you and the rest of the crew. Same with All Might put to the side.
Can I start moving closer towards the end of the table?
Thanks to you, my dear. You've made me a
Grab your
living
hand
bomb.
before you can.
Okay.
What was that?
Well, thanks to you, my feline friend, you've made me an actual bomb. A living bomb, to say the least.
Is that a good thing? I'm not. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Is that a good thing? I feel like that. Is that a good thing? I don't know if that's a good thing. Your whole thing is bombs, it seems. So maybe that is a good thing.
It's quite all right. So long as none of you decide to attack me, of course.
All Might kind of
I'm
looks
sorry,
at
that
you
was my man.
Not
as
a fan of the way you're phrasing this.
All Might kind of looks at you as he like goes. I mean, he's quite. No, he's about your size, I would say. As he kind of like holds out his hand, kind of like a handshake motion. Are you
I'd hold off.
okay?
I'd hold off from that small might. Your body's not exactly as good as it used to be from the looks of things. Don't want
Oh,
lightning
come
going through that
now.
old ticker of yours.
There's nothing wrong with a handshake, as he holds out the hand.
I wouldn't. I
God,
really
if you
wouldn't.
kill Swear to God, if you kill All Might in my fucking classroom. Wait, this isn't my classroom.
Oh, calm down, Teach. If I wanted to kill somebody, I would have done it already.
All
I'm
Might,
still not a fan of your phrasing.
All Might kind of looks at you. He's like, it's quite all right, miss. I'm sure the young sir here won't be of any danger. He reaches his hand out to you and gently grasps your hand before shaking it. And you seem to be different from the previous Mr. Torque.
Hmm. Well, I mean, isn't it obvious?
Oh.
I'm not really him anymore. Thanks to that jolt, it kinda woke me, you know? Like an animal in a cage. I've been waiting and waiting to kinda set free.
Torque,
And I must say,
if you keep speaking ominously and walking towards the other students, I am going to literally put you in a cage.
and why would you do that? I'm not
Because
being
of
a
your
threat.
tendency to handle grenades and the fragmentation grenade you nearly set off at point blank a second ago. So maybe chill out a little.
Oh, I am perfectly calm. I don't know why you're getting so uptight. I'm not Mr.
You're calm.
Talk anymore.
You're calm, but you're not acting chill.
Then perhaps you should listen before you act.
What else am I supposed to call you? You didn't give another name, Torque, so I'm going to keep calling you Torque. Torque.
Well, if you want to name me else, you might as well. But I guess you could call me, John Doe. I mean, I am a dead man, of course.
Yes, we're all dead on the inside, and I'm not calling you John Doe.
It's kind of catchy. I'm not gonna say that in character.
The name too cheesy.
Kind of catchy, hey.
It sounds like you made it up on the spot to try to avoid telling me what you actually want me to call you.
I think my internet is dying.
She said, it sounds like something you made up on the spot to keep me from calling you what you want me to call you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, gee.
Oof.
What a big...
You're a dramatic perk too.
No, right? 5,000 ping in the middle of the drama section. This is about on par for videos, yeah.
When he gets back in, he'll be able to read that.
Yep. So, yeah,
Well,
okay,
yeah.
you're moving a little bit
Oh, yeah.
over there.
Sin,
Yeah, I'm
when
trying
you
to...
read the DM
light up.
message,
Yep.
you read the... Okay.
I'm gonna hold your hand and like look at you with this like face of saying like, what the fuck are you doing?
Ah, yes, but
Well,
if
if
you
he
stop
goes
her, then that means that,
nuclear-
if you're stopping her, then who's stopping Deku?
Obviously, I would. I wouldn't
Deku's
let him
doing
pass
something?
me.
Oh, come on. You know Deku.
God damn it! Sophia, we need to make sure that everybody else, if he goes nuclear, this is going to be bad. We need to do something.
Tanya just gives you a small wave.
What kind of a wave? Like, there's
A very
multiple types of-
very casual, relaxed wave.
Hmm.
At least let me stand next to Deku, because at least we can do damage control in front of the other students.
Okay, but just be cautious.
I will. I'm not going next to him. I'm just going to follow I'm gonna go next to Deku on the other side of the table to protect these
Okay.
students on this side.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go do that. I'll stay on this side.
Nice. Yeah, Deku seems to be in
Are you literally jumping over the tables?
Yes.
Yeah.
slide,
Cool.
slide,
You're not.
slide.
Tanya is not going to applaud your subtlety because there's nothing there to applaud.
I'm sorry I didn't go around the long ass table.
Deku also
let's-
jumped the tables, so
Yes, but he's Deku.
Hey, Best
I
friends
mean-
jump off cliffs together, okay?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Everybody jumps tables nowadays.
Mhm.
Bro, don't you know?
As you kind of move out tables, you do see that everyone is in fact looking at this, and Risa's eyes keep switching, although very much slower than they did in the previous training. She seems to be conserving a lot of it and just switching very slowly from one eye to another after gaining as much information as she can.
Cool.
It seems like Mr. Torque is dead. Oh.
Oh, speak of the devil, and so shall he come back just to spite your ass.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I do it. Hi, Mr. Torque. How you doing? Is your internet dead again?
It died so hard. Holy shit.
Are you back now? Did it come back? Did you hire a necromancer?
No. Oh, shit.
Dude, your necromancer needs to get better
Oh
at
my
his job, man. Come on.
Hey, his job is
Alright.
to raise it, not keep it alive.
Raised it. Okay, can y'all
You
hear
need
me?
to hire a doctor
Yeah.
too. Come on, man.
Okay. So yeah. What was said after I said that?
In the chat.
Basically, John Doe sounds like you made it up on the spot.
Well, that's because it was. What else are you gonna call me? I mean,
Torque.
Mr. Torque if you want, but I don't really relate to that man very well.
Then come up with your own name. Also, we probably should be having this whole spat in public. I feel like this is a very private affair for you.
Nah, this concerns everyone as he gets on the table.
Yeah, you take
Okay.
one more step towards the kids, and I'm going to have to actually cage you.
Oh, I'm not gonna be stepping near the kids. They're free to go away if they want. But
Step isn't literal, and she's going to create the cage.
Hey. You do in fact get what kind of cage is it?
At the moment, it's a largely barred cage with what appears to be a thin, filmy substance in between the bars.
So you get kind of trapped in
okay.
that for a second. Seems to be quite good containment, although it's not seeming to be meant to endanger, just contain.
he looks at and he smiles. All the kids can see as he's just so calm, and it's very off-putting compared to his other personality. My. I know you're so protective of these kids, but I'm not a threat here.
You literally just talked about exploding and nearly set off a bomb on the tables that you're currently standing on. I think I'd rather err on the side of caution, given the fact that you're only attending this place due to your history as a villainous entity anyway.
Yes,
The,
for the other guy, but not for me. Unlike Mr. Torque, I don't plan to blow people up. No, I'm here to learn.
Yeah, still not a fan of your phrasing, though, this time because of the intonation.
What exactly do you
Well, you're
mean
one
you're
that's
here
just
to
sitting over through me.
learn? Akira says.
I thought it was Akari, not Akira.
Akari, yeah, sorry. Akari says as she looks up at you.
Wait, who said what?
Akari looks up at
Akari.
you as you're on, cage down, and she says, "What do you mean you're here to learn? Do you have the same memories as your counterpart, I suppose?"
Let's just say I know what he knows, but he doesn't know. And what I'm here to learn is what's the difference between a hero and a villain? Because quite honestly, I'm not seeing a whole lot of differences.
Generally, whether or not they benefited the public enough to be worth the investment. It's a capitalistic approach to it, but congrats. Generally, villains are kind of dickish and are too cost-heavy. Heroes usually help
Yeah,
society
but
in
that's
some-
describing yourself too, Teach. You're kind of being a dick about this.
Yeah, but I'm not causing collateral damage like someone who nearly set off a frag grenade.
You
In a
see
cafeteria.
All Might look slightly sheepish at
And I had every opportunity to fry your friend over there, but I didn't.
Yeah, and I was already ready to prevent. Do you not realize that I'm just the tiniest bit capable of preventing death around me?
Yes, but I'm here to assure you that I am not going to kill anybody. But I will if I feel threatened, which feel quite threatened by you. So, if you don't mind, remove the cage or not. It's up to you. But don't.
Quit talking in
this.
vaguely threatening and slightly ominous wording, and maybe I'll stop feeling like you constitute a threat.
If you allow me, I'm not really getting the point across.
Agreed.
So, kitties. Oh, he kind of like Neil looks at you, Akia.
Mhm.
So you're the one that
Mm.
Mr. Torque really likes.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, we're friends.
Yes, the first friend he's had in years. Kind of sad, really. Poor little pup, looking for an owner.
oh God.
What do you
Aw.
mean by that?
Don't say it. Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
I'm certain that you have an idea. I mean, have you ever wondered why he became a villain?
Yeah, I figured he'd tell me in his own. Oh my god.
The puppy wanted a mistress.
God.
I figured he would just tell me in his own time when he was ready.
Do you really think
What
capable of
happened
talking
to him?
about past?
Hmm?
Well, much like most other people who have had tragic backstories, aka Mr. Shady Man. Or at least that's what I call him. This poor guy just wanted to have friends. But his way of fun and enjoyment really didn't work out for him. It's pretty sad if you think about it. But he never really had a childhood where he could learn to be better or learn to be worse. He just did what he thought was fun. How can you blame a child who never entirely grew up? Henceforth, the villains found him and he's explosive
Tendencies.
passion said to give him an opportunity. In this, he became a villain. Though he never understood what a villain was. He just thought it was fun. But me, I wanted to know what it is to be a villain. And if I can be honest, it was dull. You all make out villains to be horrible.
I'd use the phrase societally
Most of
condemnable
them are idiots.
myself, but okay.
Whatever you want to describe them. And then I wanted to look at heroes because one person in particular said that you all want fame, glory. You don't care about others below you. All you care about is being on top. Being...
Have you literally never heard of All Might? She just gestures behind her with her thumb.
No. This is why I'm talking. Clear or teacher, you're not as bright.
Ouch.
Do you share the same memories as him? Because if you do, you'll know that's not true.
What's not true?
That heroes don't do it for the fame or the fortune. We do it to help each other, to help the people who can't help themselves.
My dear Akia, from what I'm seeing, I beg to differ.
Then what the fuck do you call what I did
The tourney.
on that day?
I call you a hero. But you are one out of a gazillion other heroes out there who are willing to go out of their way to help a troubled soul like Mr. Talk to seek the error of his ways, despite his crazed nature. You are one I truly respect out of all this shit. And that's saying something, isn't it?
How many of the heroes have you spent personal time around the way that you have Akia, if you want to pass judgments on them all?
Not enough, unfortunately. Mr. Talk tried being himself, but most of the students here just weren't comfortable, weren't helping him.
Wonder if that has to do with the grenades.
Maybe you should tell him that then. I'm not in control of what Mr. Talk does. He does what he wants because he's never had someone to hold him back. And if you want the school to be standing, to still stand, which personally I would rather have it stand, because this heroic school and villainous school are quite interesting. Try to make him move away from these grenades. At least.
Just gonna blink and kind of shake her head a bit, like, oh, you mean like wrapping them inside of crystal or disabling them remotely? Oh, if only someone had the idea to do that. Oh, fucking wait.
I'm not entirely sure what you're implying.
I'm implying that we're trying to move him away from the grenades by preventing him from using the grenades. Like we just did 2 minutes ago.
Then why does he have grenades all over him?
You expect us to just take all of them off of his body, like he's not going to construct even more?
Oh,
like
yes.
He has.
I would imagine you would do everything in your power to make sure that the threat is limited. No grenades equals no casualties.
No grenades means that he's going to make more grenades if he feels like grenades are the right answer. So you train him away from grenades so that even if he has the option of grenades, he doesn't kill everyone. Target the behavioral pattern before the actual tool. Unless you think that, taking away the grenades means he'll never use grenades again.
Oh, it'll take time for him to adjust, but if you think you know what you're doing, then perhaps I won't say anything. Well, this was great.
Enlightening.
Do you
Great.
come out when you're electrocuted?
I've learned a lot.
Wazaki?
Do you only come out when you're electrocuted?
He kind of sparks a bit in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, when there's a little bit of electricity in me. Why do you think he always uses grenades and shotguns? Of course, he's not aware of his quirk, but it's to keep me from coming out. But I think I've learnt as much as I could.
Out of character question, don't you have an electric grenade that went off on yourself when fighting against the apostle?
Yep,
Yeah,
there was a
just a
little bit
stun
of there was a
grenade.
little bit of electricity that goes into him, but
Mhm.
this was a large quantity of electricity that kind of like whoop got him out.
It's also happened when Rogue shocked the crap out of him too.
Yeah.
All right, I feel like the electric grenade should have triggered it.
Now,
I
it's
don't
large
know.
quantities.
Stun
It's
grenade, though.
Wazaki?
like charging at 25%. It got up to 50. So the other session, when he was talking of Rogue,
Mhm.
this guy came out for a brief moment, and then with this electric charge, it's 100% now.
Nice, nice.
But back into character, he kind of looks around, and he just sits down.
See Akari.
So
not
how do we
Akari.
get Torque back?
Wasn't it? No, it's Akari.
Take me to a open field.
Do you just need the electricity drained out of you?
Not drained.
Expelled.
More like I need to release it. That way, I'm satisfied, and Mr.
I
Torque
don't
can come back.
Freezing.
She tosses
There's
Hecate
Too
forward,
much
and
electricity.
it's going to land on the table in front of him inside of the cage.
Jesus.
Treat it as a lightning sink.
Interesting.
Interesting
Oh,
design.
And given how much electricity might be going through you right now, I recommend every student to look in the opposite direction. Depending on how much you let out right now, I don't want them burning their fucking retinas.
Oh, trust me.
Jesus.
Can I make the wall opaque to save them from
Mhm.
light?
See
But
a
they can always
wall.
also look away.
Yeah. See a wall
but
behind
obviously they
Akia.
knew that dumbass who doesn't look away.
Yeah, you see a wall behind Akia go from clear to opaque as it kind of forms between probably say around this spot, so right behind Sophia.
Okay. But before anyone can do anything, Sophia's gonna speak out and say, "Can he still hear us? Can Mr. Torque still hear us through the wall, opaque wall?"
Oh no, you're on the
You're on the other side because you were too close to the teacher for me to get it in between you and the teacher.
yeah. So if you want to say
Oh,
something to Mr. Torque, you're welcome to.
She just has, like, what is it called? A smoldering, just furious look on her face as she's looking at Torque.
Mm-hmm.
His words hit something deep inside of her, and she's furious about that. And she says to him, whether or not, whatever. She says, Torque, I don't know you at all, but you certainly don't know me. And how dare you say that I'm just doing this for glory, and that anyone else is doing this for glory or heroics? I'm trying to prove something good about myself and the good that I hope that's inside of me. So I don't care. But I hope that you find out that all this actually means something.
I hope so too, my dear.
And she said,
Keep up the work in showing him the right way, and perhaps you will change both of our minds.
she has a determined look on her face, but that's about it.
I look away, looking back at the opaque wall.
Same.
But before I go, let me just say something. You're lucky I'm here and not with the villains.
I love this character is just all ominous.
I don't like it.
Enough
The,
dilly-dallying now. See you on the other side.
Akari says as you grab the hammer and she
Releases
looks away.
Electricity.
Yeah, as you grab the hammer and she looks away, she states, "I'll be sure to keep you on this side where we can see you."
And he releases the electricity.
It sinks directly into the hammer, almost like a lightning rod of sorts as it expels out of your body. It's not the most amount of lightning, but it's quite a quantity as it just kind of sinks into the hammer and flows out of you as you're you go back to being Mr. Torque.
With that, after he releases, after he releases every little bit of electricity that's in his body, he kind of like falls onto his back, eyes closed, sort of like knocked out for a short period of time until he opens his eyes, gets back up, rubs his head, looks back to everybody.
He can't see
Wow.
most of the people.
Or looks at the wall and looks at everyone this way. Why the long faces? Why is there a wall here? What the hell happened?
Tanya's gonna look over her shoulder to the principal and be like, get that kid a counselor, possibly a therapist, some sort of psychological write-up, because I don't want to have to keep throwing my hammer around the cafeteria. Speaking thereof, she's gonna call it back to her hand.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Akari reaches towards the cage before she looks at Tanya. Could you
She just kind of waves her hand as the cage fades.
Thank you. She grabs Mr. Torque by the back of the shirt again before lifting him up as she kind of goes on her tentacles. I'll be sure to keep a close eye on him. I am the
Hey,
registered
this is
counselor.
not nice. I don't like this.
I am a
I
registered
dropped the
counselor.
wall.
Huh?
I will drop the wall.
Nice. I'm a registered counselor, so I'll see that he gets focused training and make sure something like this doesn't happen again. Just
Come
Are you a
on,
lic-
let me go. I can walk.
Are you also a licensed therapist? Because if not, there's folks I can call.
I am not, but that would probably be a good plan for you to do
Yeah.
that. I'll keep.
If the kid's expressing an alternate personality due to certain electrical stimulus, it might be a good idea if he, gets some help.
Be interesting to see where this goes. For now,
Wait.
keep an eye on him.
What?
Don't worry, Mr.
Hey,
Torque.
come on. Let.
Sophina looks to Akia and says, "Are you gonna say anything?"
There's not much to say. I mean, he's still my friend. He's just
That's true.
a bit quirky.
But I'm tis.
quirky.
As they're dragging away Torque, not dragging away, but carrying him away
Yeah.
like sack of potatoes.
Pretty much.
Uh,
You can see
Tanya will
Bruh.
point out, I was like, might be a good idea to let him walk on his own. He may be a kid, but you could at least show him a bit of respect.
Fine. She puts him on the ground, off the table, as she then shrinks down to roughly his height again.
Letting
What are you saying, Sophia?
me
she's
walk? Oh, this is the first.
She's gonna call out to Torque.
Mhm.
Mr. Torque, with the serious determination look on her face, and shout at him.
Shout at
Mr.
him.
Torque, yeah, I'm gonna
Shouting
shout
at
him.
point blank.
I wasn't here before. You moved me, bitches.
Oh.
All right. So,
You say you're walking
I'm
up,
gonna
so I was
say
saying,
that-
yeah.
No, I'm gonna say to him, Mr. Torque.
Huh?
I know that you know Akia better than me, but remember when I say this, I won't let you forget about my motivations and everybody else's here, and what that really means.
I like that.
Get it.
I like you. She's a
You two
very
make a
sweet
good
girlfriend.
pairing.
I'm trying to be the one of the anime protagonists. Is it
having
working?
that anime
Alright.
protagonist moment.
Tanya's then going to tell Torque, no shipping at the tables.
Who said
And
anything about shipping? They're already together.
She stomps her feet. No, we are not.
Since when?
We're just best friends.
We're not
Oh.
lesbians.
Never been together.
And what was that interaction when we first? You know what? We're gonna have this conversation another time.
No, we're not. She's gonna shut.
Deku looks so many levels of confused.
Also,
She whips her head up to fucking Deku and says, "Don't you ask."
also Megan.
Hopefully.
Just in the chat.
Hopefully.
Mr. Torque will remember that.
Oh, he will remember that?
That's what
Oh,
it says.
I thought it was a question mark.
Mhm.
Yeah, hang on. I'll do it again.
With asterisks.
No, I just put question marks because it's like, I wonder what that could mean.
Fair. Alright,
We'll
cool.
remember that.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys go on your days for the most part. I'm assuming Akia goes off to train. Yuki does her usual pastime with Tanya. Forgot she doesn't have a border.
Oh, well, it's probably important to bring up that whole point from before involving Sophia, the offer.
Right, yes, that one too. I almost
offer?
forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, Diana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tanya, at a probably once everyone's finished eating the light, she's gonna head over to Sophia and say, "Hey, so you signed up, right, for the festival?
Yeah, I did.
Normally, you'd get some professional assistance from a professional hero, but given your circumstance, I've got a friend that might be able to help you out a bit more. She's got her own experience dealing with quote-unquote inner demons."
Oh. May I ask who they are? I don't know if I've heard of them, though.
You haven't. She's a researcher. She spends the majority of her time and even her quirk focusing on doing research on quirks.
A pocket.
Well, I already had my mind set on doing it alone, but I guess I wouldn't mind speaking to them once to see if maybe they could help me.
All right. So, doing it on your own. Well, aside from the normal issues, are you sure that the faculty will allow for that? Didn't All Might state that you're supposed to get individualized assistance? If you want to do it alone,
Voluntarily.
I'd just run by the I'd run it by the faculty first, probably by All Might himself. Make sure that solo training is won't disqualify you. If you want
I
solo,
guess so.
should be fine, but might be a good idea to check up first.
Like kind of walks up from behind. He's like, I don't remember how he refers to people. He uses a very specific line, like to Midoriya and stuff like
You would
that.
say Midoriya Shonen.
What?
And Japanese, you usually use lines like Midoriya Shonen.
Yeah, but it's like he refers to them
you
as
talking
like
about
young man or stuff like that. Young man. I don't know.
Just go with Miss.
Yeah.
Miss?
Yeah, for you. Miss Sophia, what is acceptable to train on your own? That would mean that you would have to go through a test of sorts before the festival itself, just to make sure that you are on fairly good levels in order to enter the festival. Although a lot of it is teamwork training, it is also good to make sure that we know a basis of your own power as well. I would suggest you get some kind of professional help from someone. You are welcome to do on your own, but having someone who can watch over you and gauge your training for the next several months could be very good for you as well. Ultimately, is your choice.
Why must there be a test before we enter? Isn't it just a whole person against person thing? And also, well, some teamwork, so wouldn't just that test not really matter because we'd be going up against each other anyway?
It's a test.
If you think about it, it has more to do with the fact that nobody looks at Mugen Academy and thinks that we're equal unto UA. And while the little guy here, gesturing towards All Might, might view us a bit differently from the standard populace, fact of the matter is we don't want to get into the bureaucratic politics of it, so it's easier just to bite the bullet and take an extra test just to show that we're not incompetent.
It is unfortunate, the red tape that we have to cross. But without the direct knowledge of a mentor watching over you, there's no real way to gauge how far you've come from now to the sports festival. Now, although the sports festival is primarily based on teamwork and things like that, we don't want unnecessary damage to happen to the people inside of the sports festival. Therefore, if you, for example, spend the next 4 months overworking yourself and then immediately get into the sports festival, you could potentially danger yourself or the people around you, especially if you have no one watching over you during that period of time to tell us how much you've worked and how much rest you've gotten and gauge your general well-being before the festival.
She, at the mention of hurting other people or damaging things because of,
Overwork and stuff.
She kind of sombers down a bit at the reality of that. So
Bless you.
eventually saying, well, I'll see if someone can help me, but the quirk I have is complicated, and I don't know if anyone else is going to understand it like I do.
Tanya
But
shrugs.
I'll see.
Yeah, she's probably your best option. A friend of mine.
Oh my
If
god.
she doesn't work, though, I will be by myself.
All Might nods. It's a heavy burden to care for someone such as yourself. Such a quirk is a danger, but can be a useful ally as well. I wish you the best of luck, and if you do wish to do it yourself, then you are more than welcome to. We just wish to make sure that you are in full health before and after the tournament arrives.
Yeah. If there's anyone you want to listen to when it comes to quirks potentially endangering folks, it's probably Captain Collateral Damage here.
he once again looks kind of sheepish as you say that. Yeah.
She smiles slightly and says, okay. I'll remember that.
Alright. Let's see. Here. She hands you a phone number. I should be able to get you in contact with her probably tomorrow morning. If you get a phone call from this number, then just make sure to answer. And if you don't get a call by mid-afternoon, I'll make sure she knows to receive your call.
Thank you.
No problem. Now, last I checked, your friend and I here need to go do some training ourselves, right?
Looks at you.
What were you at? 5, 6?
I think at my last count it was 5-ish.
That was 6. Let's count.
Maybe 6.
No one even knows at this point.
Let's see if we can get 7 out of you.
God damn it.
But yeah, so you guys spend, you guys separate, you spend your nights training, you get to talk with your beast a little bit more, interact with it. Still seems a bit hesitant, but seems to be kind of nicer to you, I suppose. And you start working on quirk training, Akia, of specifically your healing powers, and testing to see how many quirks you have, because oh boy.
I have a lot.
Yeah. The night ends, early morning arises, roughly Friday. That day goes over pretty well. And then comes Saturday. Saturday is a very nice night. It's a day off from school for the most part, but it's also raining, it's dark, it's cold, and so you guys just kind of bundled up inside of Sophia's house here. Ignore the 2 children up there, but we're gonna have you guys be. Imagine this is a comfy room. There we go, comfy room. There we go. Yep, TV right here, I guess. Something. I don't know. TV there. So there's a TV somewhere, and maybe against the wall. You guys are like curled up on like a couch, cause it's cold and dark, stormy, and you guys just watching surfing the news and whatnot. However, it is about. Garn, when's the news run? 8 o'clock in the morning.
It can run anywhere. So it runs every hour on the hour,
Well,
starting at
This is
5
gonna
a.m.
be breaking news.
Okay.
This is gonna be the kind of thing that you do interrupt things for, just because
It's dangerous.
boy.
Okay. So it's you're just kind of surfing the channel. You guys just taking a lazy day, basically, just surfing the channel essentially mindlessly. Before one of the channels you're on, it hits with a warning sound, I guess, and it says breaking news. I don't have a news reporter, unfortunately, but I'm gonna have Corin be the news reporter. Corin, be a news reporter. I don't. Come on. Yeah.
We have breaking news coming in just now. According to information, it would seem that there has been another incident in a long line of serial killings. While it's true that it had been thought that the serial killer in charge causing this was previously what would be a good term? Neutralized?
Yeah.
I'd say neutralized.
Mhm.
Neutralized. It would seem that is not the case. We've received new images in order to that show that there was a return from that same serial killer. The images are heavily censored now, and we will be displaying them for the sake of individuals to understand the gravity of the situation. 95% of the image had to be censored, but here it is. The image on screen is largely heavily censored, but what you can see is red thread stitched into the words Jack's back.
Oh fuck.
Roll sense for me real quick. I want to see how much you can infer being a medical person from the extremely heavy censored stuff.
Also, the fact that she probably needs a roll control just for seeing the red thread clearly.
Oh yeah, that's true. So that's your control. So tell me,
Alright.
roll me a sense to see how well
I
your
thought-
observation is.
I thought we were doing medical first and then control.
Oh, that
Alright.
works. So we'll go with
Either-
that. Yeah, we'll go with that's medical, and roll me your control. Your control is much less.
Yeah, especially given the fact that you clearly know what's going on, despite the fact, So, oh boy, you probably don't hear the remainder of the news report.
Mhm.
No.
No, probably not.
Oh. Safina like
Uh.
gets closer to puts her hands on Akia as the breaking news is like illuminating the room and stuff. Concern just all over her face.
So what you can tell from the picture itself, even through the sensor, which is very heavily applied, and you can tell why. This is what you get to see, Karn.
So, you can't see it concretely, but there's the argument to be made that the lack of concrete knowledge is probably even worse, as you remember what it felt like. You remember how it felt underneath your skin as it moved. You saw what it looked like when it happened to your instructor. You remember it as clearly as if it had been happening only moments ago, as behind the sensors, you know what's underneath. Your mind conflates it, makes it worse than it could possibly physically be, and all you can remember is that sensation crawling throughout your veins in your arm.
I would start scratching at the veins in my left arm, where I start scratching at them.
Oh, I try to stop your hand, saying, Akia, no, there's nothing in there. Stop.
She's not paying attention. She's just staring at the TV.
Mhm.
I don't even know if she can hear you at this point.
Nah, she's
She's
like,
trying to stop you.
yeah, you like forcibly have to grab her hand and like press it against her chest and like hold it as she's actively fighting against you. Just like her arms are like moving on their own. You're not entirely sure if she's even registering that you exist at the moment, as her eyes are purely focused on the
I'm gonna portal the TV out of the fucking room. I don't
Jesus
care where it
Christ.
goes.
Meanwhile, in the Grand Canyon,
The TV.
I don't care
your
where it
TV.
goes.
You hear a crash outside as the lightning flashes once more. It's the pretty sure you just dunked the TV into a pit of mud, but
I'm just holding her arms. I can't stop. It's over.
I don't think she's coming back yet.
roll me endurance real quick.
Oh shit. Endurance is one of my least best.
I hope my grandma and my grandpa aren't gonna be mad about them beating me.
You're
I'll
able
find them a new one.
to stop yourself from going kind of crazy as you do register that she is there. Your arm isn't damaged. It was scratched a little bit, but it's not super damaged as you recognize that she's there, and you are able to contain yourself from damaging her or yourself at the moment. So you're able to kind of, as your therapist said, to kind of push it down.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry. TV is gone. Anyways, yeah, so you're able to you're starting to push those emotions down. You're pushing you're just shoving all of it down, you know? As you do start to slowly register that your friend is in the room, and she looks like a ghost just walked over her face.
I need to go make a few phone calls real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna. No. In game.
Uh-huh.
Dang.
Oh, okay. Wait,
I'm gonna walk out into the
where are
hallway.
you going?
Speaking of phone calls, bring,
Are you
bring.
I'm gonna call
Uh,
Tanya and my therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Sophinia's phone is gonna go off.
she's looking down at her phone and then off like to where she left. Like
You can hear Akia
This is
in the
really
next
the time.
room talking rather quickly into her phone in the distance. You can't make out anything she's saying, but she is very aggressive with her words.
it's probably after the third ring, after just trying to,
Process.
you know, process everything and just making sure that Akia's still sounding okay from a distance.
Mhm.
That she picks it up on the fourth. Hello?
Tanya called in a favor, said that you needed a meeting. This is the friend she mentioned.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, now's not really a great time, but I would. Yes. Sorry.
You sound like you need to go quick. What time do you want to meet up?
2 hours?
2 hours?
1 hour.
One?
1.
But go with 2. I'm going to be busy for the next hour or so. I'm currently dealing with problems of the flesh, we'll say.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. 2 hours. 2 hours. You should be. She's going to give you an address to pretty much a back alley region. You
Mhm.
head around there. Be there in 2 hours. I'll run by. Don't be more than 15 minutes late, or I'm going to have to head back to the lab.
All right. I'll be there. Thank you.
Cool. Good luck with whatever you're dealing with. And she hangs up.
All right.
To the
I'm
point.
gonna peek out of the door.
Okay.
Is he calling Tanya, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I called Tanya and the therapist, but I called Tanya first, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So Tanya's going to pick up the phone and be like, you saw the news?
Yep. Fucking saw it.
You okay? You still having an attack? Do I need to be there?
No, I'm not having an attack anymore. Luckily, Sophia was there to stop it before it got too bad. I'm also probably gonna be out tomorrow. Gonna have a session tomorrow.
Session? Alright.
I figured Tanya would know about the therapy.
Mm-hmm.
She assumes. Alright. What are your plans regarding the information?
Well, obviously he needs to be stopped again.
Yeah.
So, gonna do my best to figure out how to stop him, like we did last time. And this time, no casualties.
Yeah. I'll do my best to assist. Not a fan when my messes decide to get back up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow
I'll
you gotta.
probably be I'll probably be over later tonight to do more help around the hospital.
No offense meant, I don't think that you're in the right headspace to be working on folks whose lives are on the line.
There's gotta be something I can do.
Sure. I've got another. Oh, God. You remember the guy that you met at the hospital?
Johan, right?
Johan. He's in charge of a local business. If you want to help, I'm not exactly going to let you handle people whose lives are on the line, but if there's anyone who's going to be able to get us a lot of information fast, it's him. I can send you the address of his workplace, and you can try getting information out of him regarding Jack.
Alright, that'd be best bet.
All right. Let's see, your session, is that at the hospital?
Yeah, it will be.
What time is it?
I haven't called him yet, but I can make it for whatever time you need me to make it.
Text me whenever you figure it out. I want to drop something off with you after you finish with it, before you head over to Johan's. I trust the man about as far as I can throw him, and he won't let me within 26 feet of him for historical reasons.
Fair enough. I'll text you when I figure out what time I'll be there tomorrow.
Got it. If you end up needing something, give me a text or a call. I don't know. Just, the whole Jax thing's got me on edge, and I don't imagine you're any better. If you need someone to talk to or anything like that, and your friend isn't around, give me a ring.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Will do.
Is your arm okay?
It's fine. Yeah, I just scratched it a little bit. It's fine.
Make sure you and your friend disinfect it then.
Yeah, I will.
Have a tolerable as possible day.
You as well.
She's gonna hang up.
Yep. I'm gonna call
Therapist.
Roasted's character. Yeah.
Yep. We'll do that bit off screen. But essentially, you call him, you make a time, probably mid-afternoon-ish, and then...
I try to do it as early in the morning as possible.
Oh, okay, in that case, about noonish then, if it's 8 a.m. right now. 10 to noon. 10 a.m. to noonish. Sometime
Well,
between
she
then.
said it was gonna be like tomorrow, right? So.
Oh, what?
Well, she said she wanted the session to be the next day,
I
right?
mean, I can do it today. I'll do it today if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
8 a.m.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll do it
like...
today and then just text her that I'll be...
Yeah, you can do it literally any point in time, so feel free to pick a day and time.
I'll do it today then. And
Okay.
then...
Yeah. Then you both hang up, and you see Sophia standing there
Straight up
looking at
like
you with
grown man
extreme
now.
concern.
Yeah. I'm gonna send the text to Tanya before I forget.
Yeah.
Well, I have a few hours to kill.
Sophia did hear the voice, the call, because, you know, both of our senses are that high.
Very, very high.
So she portaled herself into the bathroom to get the kit, and is waiting there with it in her hands.
Aww.
Tanya was right. We should do this first. And then, what do you want to do?
Let's get changed into daytime clothes and out of our pajamas.
All right.
And then let's walk the town.
All right. So I patch up your arm. She patches up the arm and stuff as best she can. Well, she's pretty damn good at it, considering how she grew up.
Yeah, a lot of interest. But yeah, you patch up fairly well. You guys get changed, and you guys just kind of head out and start walking the town, basically figuring out some stuff. Just kind of clear your heads.
How bad's the TV?
Yeah, find a replacement
go buy a
for the
new
TV.
TV.
You know.
How bad's the TV?
We're gonna go buy a new TV real quick, and then continue walking
I
to town.
portal it to the Grand Canyon so I don't have to show it off to my grandparents.
Yeah, this is totally the old TV. Why does it look all fancy and new? Don't worry about it. Your eyesight is bad. Okay.
Oh yeah, just gaslight the grandparents. Great idea, Sim.
It's fine. It's fine.
Shouldn't.
Yep.
I probably shouldn't. I probably should come with you as a friend. Especially since I know the name Johann. But, I mean, it can't be, like, that's a coincidence, isn't it?
It could totally be.
Just a little bit of one. Yeah, it's totally a coincidence that
But
you
then again,
you
I
know.
know that's Tanya, so it couldn't be.
Yeah. Some coincidences, Tanya, Johann. Yeah, they're totally a coincidence. They totally don't sound like people you know.
I suppose it depends on how clear her memory is.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, the
You
memories.
can roll for that.
Oh yeah, roll me a sense real
Let's
quick.
see.
See, like, how your memories are flashing in your head.
Your memories, yeah.
Memories. Memories.
Memories. Sense?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of half and half. You get them randomly. They just kind of flow in, flow out. So some names are familiar, some aren't. The name Johann is distinctly familiar to you, but you have not a clue why. It's just kind of,
Perhaps he's not that bad of a dude, since Tanya's who she is.
yeah. If he's a friend of Tanya's
But,
and she seems to be a nice person, he might be a decently nice
Yes,
person.
a friend that he won't allow within arm's length of her.
Well, you know.
I don't know that.
Oh, didn't you say that you overheard the phone call? Where
I
Tanya was
did.
like, yeah.
Oh.
So,
Oh shit, that's what he. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My memory be like.
It's a half decent friendship, you know? But yeah,
But coinciding with my meetup with Diana and her going out, that's
You would
also
have,
in 2 hours. This is 8 in the morning.
yeah, 2 hours
So
would
we
be
audition at
10.
couple hours to kill,
So I'd be busy. Damn it.
I have to go
specifically
alone
laid out
anyway.
2 hours because I thought you were gonna do the session in the 2 hours. Fuck.
yeah. But yeah, so next
you
episode.
could always ask Akia to wait for you after her session.
That is true.
Wait for her. Wait, really? I'm gonna ask someone who needs therapy to wait for me.
No, wait for she will do her therapy session, and then after the therapy session, ask her to wait about going to Johann until you get
Oh,
there.
okay.
Hey, could
That's
you
better.
postpone your therapy until I can get involved with it?
Wait a second, Akia. Your therapy can put on fucking hold.
You don't need therapy, you just need me.
You need help? Excuse me, I need help. Okay?
But so next week we're gonna look a little bit into the talk with Johann. Probably going to be skipping forward a bit
And
as
it's
well.
going to be like
around
another
that.
3 weeks before I return because people are slow and get on self-important rants.
Yeah. So yeah, next week we should be interacting with Johann and then doing a bit with Tanya. We're gonna be skipping forward a couple of days as well. By that I mean we're gonna be skipping days and stuff like that a lot for the next episode or two as well, and also seeing how the villains are doing as well there too. So I'm be kind of picking up the pace a little bit on this, moving things a little forward, and seeing what we can do with it. But next week we should primarily be talking to Johann, and then Tanya's gonna have a moment. We're gonna be skipping, seeing Dollhouse return, probably. Who knows?
I
what
highly doubt
kind-
it. If this week is anything to go off of, I'll be real.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them, and then we'll see what happens with. I actually don't know if they. Well, they would probably know. You would probably seem slightly different, so we'll see how that figures out and things like that. And then
Depends on the person.
Huh?
Depends on the person.
Then for the villains, if you guys tune in tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. PST, we're gonna be looking at Rogue interacting probably with Zero a little bit. Zero's there, skipping forward a bit with them as well, seeing some stuff they're doing because they're in Get Some Sip at the moment. seeing Axel do some stuff with Diana as well on different timetable. We have a lot of timetables going on, my good sirs. So stick with us as we continue for the next couple of episodes, and we'll see what happens when it happens, and who it happens to, depending on what fine folks we decide to murder. Sorry, Akia, I have my shotgun. Mr. Torque is here, and you turned into a bat at the wrong time. So we'll see all you fine folks.
We'll end on this question.
Huh?
Because I'm gonna mess with Sin and everyone in the current call and everyone watching. If you freeze a piece of meat in the shape of a knife with edge and all, would it cut stuff?
No.
Believe it could,
it would be
actually, depending on how you cut it.
Anything that is lower on the Mohs scale, I suppose. But where does meat sit on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness? 'Cause,
Exactly.
like, it's frozen, and it's not really a mineral. But I suppose if you froze it, you could potentially cut. Like, obviously, a piece of frozen meat is going to be more resilient than talcum. So clearly, it's going to be higher than a rated 1. But where the real question here is, what experiments would we have to do in order to appropriately measure frozen meat's position on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness?
Boiled eggs, it would cut through, for sure.
We had to define a
No,
new
I'm-
scale.
I think it might be able to cut through paper because just like paper, if you
Oh, yeah.
do it right, you can cut through paper with paper.
That's
See,
such a
I feel
weird
like
thought.
I've given Kane something to think about for like the next week, and I've just weirded out everyone else. This is what I've been thinking of and doing. I haven't been productive at all. Honestly, I honestly didn't mean to be here.
Watching the hot knife videos on YouTube.
No, actually, I haven't really
That'd
watched
be a
anything. I've been sitting here
hamburger
bored
knife.
out of my mind listening to music and randomly having thoughts like that. My brain is a very odd place. You should visit it sometime.
I don't know, bro. I think I'd get lost.
Probably. It is a city. With a
See
giant
y'all
park
next time,
sitting on top of the
audience.
highest building.
God.
Mm.
Nice.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Later, guys.
Meat knife.